Hi guys and welcome back to Think Student. Today we're going to be looking at the top 10 easiest GCSEs in 2020. It can be tough deciding what GCSE options you want to take, and so you may find it helpful to find out which subjects are the easiest. You usually choose your options in either Year 9 or Year 10, and depending on the school, you can pick anywhere between 2 to 5 extra subjects to learn. And while some people may like taking some easy subjects, others may prefer harder ones. If that person's you, we also have a video and article covering the top 10 hardest GCSEs, so if you'd like to check it out, you can find links to it in the description below. We also have loads more articles and videos covering the equipment you'll need for certain subjects, a more in-depth look covering all the appropriate content you'll cover, plus how difficult we think they are. And you can find all of those on our website at thinkstudent.co.uk, which is also linked in the description down below. At number 10, we have Business Studies. GCSE Business Studies is a bit of an anomaly as most schools don't even offer it as an option, and the reason for this is because the subject itself doesn't offer much variety in the way of future careers. Schools recognise this fact and instead generally give you options that provide you with a wider range of opportunities. However, GCSE Business Studies is a fairly easy subject to take if you have the chance, and can still provide you with some options after school, mostly setting you up for college going into accounting, law or business studies. GCSE Business Studies surprisingly has a relatively low pass rate at 64.5% as of 2018, but the explanation for that is simple. Due to the low percentage of schools that actually offer the course, it can be hard to find teachers that are skilled at teaching the subject. Therefore, many students who aren't strong at independent revision and study can struggle. At number 9, we have Catering. GCSE catering and food technology share many similarities, but are different in a few key ways. GCSE food technology has much more science involved, whereas catering tends to focus more on hospitality and presentation. Choosing between these subjects is largely up to your personal preference, as they're both considered easier GCSEs and are both on this list. If you're more into the science aspect, you should choose food tech, but if taking care and providing for people sounds more up your alley, then GCSE catering may be for you. The only reason catering doesn't rank higher on our list is because this subject has some little hidden difficulties. One of these is the event assessment part of the course, which involves providing for an event which caters for a minimum of 10 people. This tends to catch many students off guard, as most students don't read into their GCSE choices before picking, and therefore don't realise that this aspect of the course exists. At number 8, we have Design Technology. If you're interested in a more hands-on GCSE, then Design Technology may be a perfect fit. Design Technology has a pass rate of 61.8% as of 2018, which, like Business Studies, may sound low, but we'll explain the reason behind it a little later. Many students who take this GCSE assume that it will be really easy, and they're not necessarily a miss, but where these students go wrong is that they think just because it's easy, they'll have to put no effort in, which is definitely the incorrect approach. Being successful on this GCSE is simple, but it does require you to pay attention in lessons and put in a bit of effort. And this is precisely why people who have an interest in this subject do so well, as paying attention is easy and they have more motivation to learn. But even if Design Technology doesn't particularly interest you, you can still have a good chance of passing if you do take the subject. At number 7, we have Geography. GCSE Geography has a pass rate of 64.7% as of 2018, which is okay, or at least better than the previous GCSE. However, it's important to remember that the pass rates are often not only defined by how easy the GCSE is. Your overall success is measured by how much work you put in. Thankfully though, GCSE Geography is one of those subjects that doesn't require much effort at all, as the content is fairly easy to understand and there isn't much information in terms of volume. Many concepts that you'll encounter in GCSE Geography require you to look at data that has already been collected, or go out and collect your own, and then analyse the data and come to a conclusion. Many questions in your Geography GCSE just require some common sense, so if you've got that, then you're already halfway there. Geography can also be quite a fun topic to learn about, with some interesting school trips and practicals. At number 6, we have Music. Just like some other GCSEs on this list, taking GCSE Music can prove to be a very enjoyable experience, and this is the main reason why so many people take it. GCSE Music can be even easier if you already have any musical talent. If you know how to play an instrument or can sing, the subject will be a breeze. GCSE Music has a pass rate of 74.8% in 2018, which is quite high for any GCSE, and this is partly due to the fact that the subject's easy, but also down to the fact that the students will put more effort into subjects they find interesting. GCSE music's exams are slightly different as well. You have a written exam in which listening exercises feature heavily. You also have a performance you have to do, composed of solo performing and an ensemble, which has to be at least 4 minutes long. And last but not least, you have to compose 2 pieces of music, one according to a brief and one of your own choosing. At number 5, we have physical education. GCSE physical education measures not only your ability to retain knowledge, but also your physical ability at a chosen sport. This means that you'll be assessed on how well you can perform in a certain sport, alongside your regular exams and assessments. So if you love any of the sports available to you, then it will make your time in this GCSE a whole lot easier. GCSE physical education has a pass rate of 70.1% in 2018, which is fairly high for a GCSE, and the main reason for this is most likely because the subject can be so enjoyable, meaning you're more engaged and put more effort in. Many of us at thinkstudent took this GCSE and loved it, so as long as you're decent at sport, you shouldn't have any problems. The only reason we don't rank this subject higher is that you'll definitely have to have an interest in the subject to succeed, so if you're not sporty, you'll find it a lot harder than other subjects on this list. At number 4, we have religious studies. This subject is generally nice and relaxed, making it a safe pick for anyone who's unsure of what GCSE they want to take. GCSE religious studies has a pass rate of 71.9% as of 2018. This is a pretty high pass rate for any GCSE, and there are a few reasons to explain this. The primary reason GCSE religious studies is so easy is because it's heavily opinion based when it comes to answering exam questions. All you have to be able to do is express your viewpoint in a structured way. It may sound complicated, but trust us, it's really not. As long as you have a solid writing technique and you can think of a few key points to make, this GCSE will be a piece of cake. Even if you don't have all that we've listed, you can still achieve a passing grade with relative ease. At number 3, we have film studies. The pass rate for GCSE film studies was 64.7% in 2018, which may be slightly lower than you'd imagine. The reason for this is that many of the students who want to maximise their potential in academics go for harder subjects, leaving film studies generally for students who want an easier one. This means that on average there are less star students in GCSE film studies, resulting in a lower pass rate. This GCSE features a few projects as well as some independent work you'll have to do in order to succeed, which is all pretty simple, but not quite simple enough to reach the top spot on our list. Other than that, we'd say this GCSE is a nice and easy way to get through school, as the course is engaging and very interesting if you appreciate films. At number 2, we have drama. GCSE drama falls just short of first, but is still ranked very highly and for good reason. This GCSE combines loads of fun content with some easy assessments to provide a basic and accessible GCSE. If you're particularly intrigued, GCSE drama has a pass rate of 74.1% as of 2018, which is incredibly high for a GCSE. This pass rate is a strong indicator of how easy this GCSE is, and ultimately how well you'll do at the end of your time in school if you decide to take this subject. This subject is very open, giving students a lot of room to be creative and choose from many styles of drama, meaning the subject can be very enjoyable for many different people. Because of how fun this GCSE can be, you'll generally be more engaged with your work, leading to higher exam results. The only reason GCSE drama isn't ranked at the top of our list is that it does require you to have some level of talent, meaning that if you haven't got any, the subject may be harder for you. At number 1, we have food technology. As like some others on this list, the pass rate for GCSE food technology may not be as high as you would have initially thought, at 62.4% as of 2018. But this is easily explained as the subject is most common for dumping all the students who have no idea what GCSEs to take. Because of this, the majority of the students that take the course aren't remotely engaged with the content whatsoever, but the results of the students who choose to take the course because they're interested in it have completely contrasting results. In 2018, almost 8,000 students achieved a grade 7 or A in GCSE food technology, which is a very high proportion. So, if you're looking for an easy GCSE and you think that you'll enjoy food technology, you have a good chance of getting a pass and an even higher grade. A quick disclaimer before we finish: these A-level rankings are not definitive, but are simply opinions based on the research we've done, so don't trust them completely, but feel free to use them as a general guide as to what to take at college. Don't forget, we also have a perfect article to help you out if you're struggling with GCSE maths, along with all the equipment you'll need. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you'd like to see the article version of this video or any of our other articles and videos, you can find links to all of them in the description down below.